what I've noticed from speaking to people in the community is that their perspective on this changes over time, and that's okay, right? Sometimes they start with, okay, I want to put pay at the top, culture second, and role third. But over time, they start to realize that, hey, actually, the role matters a lot for me. If I do a good job in the role, or if I feel like I pick a role that makes sense for me and I can showcase why I'm good at that role, people are more willing to give me the salary I want, right? Culture, the company is great, but it doesn't need to be all the way at the top, right? So it changes. And there is an interesting story I want to mention about this, right? Some of you might have heard it. I read on Quora a year ago a quite interesting question. So someone said that this is an executive at a high-paying firm, right? But their life, his or her life is they work, there's no work-life balance, right? Their health isn't great. They don't spend much time with their family. So they went to this career coach and say, hey, I kind of want to change, and move and be more balanced, right? And the career coach, okay, so they evaluated some options, and the career coach realized that, oh, for the companies that you want that fit, you kind of need to take a pay cut, maybe like 10, 15%, right? I'm just giving some number. And naturally, the executive was like, no, I have value. I don't want to take a pay cut, right? Can't I find something that, that allows me to do all this, right? There must be a company that allows me to do all this. So the coach thought about it and reversed the question, right? And she asked the executive and says, okay, if you could get more time back with your kids, if you could have a better work-life balance, better health, right? How much money are you willing to pay a year to free up that time, to free up your weekends and to get those hours back? So the executive thought about it and said, actually, this is the amount I'm willing to pay. And they said, okay, then using that mindset, readjust your expectation. So it's kind of like the same thing, right? The outcome, but it's just the way that the thought process is made that sometimes we just switch and say, oh, you know what? That's actually not that bad.